Hey Sagittarius, welcome into your reading. Okay. It's been a very long time since I did a Sagittarius reading. I don't know what it is about YouTube and Sagittarius because I on TikTok you guys blow up. You go viral on my channel. But here let's see. Let's see what's going on for you Saggies. We're going to go to the third week of September. All right, and for all intents and purposes, I feel you're not going to be any different from most of the collective situation for my Saggies, please. I just feel like you are all, or we're all shedding something from our lives, whether it's a relationship, a marriage, a job, a career, a friendship, a family ship. Some kind of ship is setting sail, and it's like, bye, and it's catching fire out there. So it could be a blessing in disguise. Anyway, the point is, because we had this big eclipse, it wasn't just any normal eclipse. It was huge. It was a total lunar eclipse because this is life-changing. Moreover, this is the year of 9. And the 9 is a very spiritual year. It's also a year of change. Also why in the Chinese zodiac, it's the year of the snake. The snake sheds its skin and transitions and transforms. It's all about change for everybody. And this whole year has been conditioning you and preparing you how to move forward for 2026. The months of, I was going to say summer, but my summer could be your winter. June, July, and August was those pivotal months where the changes were happening. And in September, that lunar eclipse happened. Now here we are with the Four of Cups. Some of you guys could be getting new love or something new that's coming in towards you, but for you, it's unrequited love. Flat out. You're not looking at it because you're heartbroken. You're totally torn. But in this situation, the reason is this unrequited love could also be a runner-chaser dynamic, like you go back and forth. Because at some point right here, you're like, no, not for me. No, thank you. Not interested. You didn't bother looking at it. But the universe was giving you something new, something to work with. And now it's at the back of your mind. Now you could be reconsidering it. The reason you're not even looking at that person, the new thing, the new job, the new whatever, is because it was heartbreaking that the last thing wasn't working out. Unless it's one and the same. All right, what's coming in for my Sagittarius, please? What's coming in for my Saggies? Page of Wands, Two of Cups. Interesting. So this curious little cat decides to go down a path, and they say to themselves, well, where could this potentially lead us? Where could this go? Where does it go? It goes into a partnership, Sag. It goes into a place where here's somebody that feels the same way you do, regardless what they're telling you. If they're playing mind games with you or they're telling you certain bullshit, it don't matter. If you love them, they love you back. If you're wondering and you're curious how they feel exactly as you do. Now, if you're telling each other that you're soulmates and you love each other, you're choosing you as in a package, as in a group. But here, what's coming towards you, you're wondering, well, what's the potential of this? Where can this go? Could there be a partnership involved? Work or love? Now, sorry, my nose gets itchy when I do tarot readings. What is it that Sagittarius doesn't see coming their way? The Ace of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my God, the funniest intuition that I got for you guys. Kind of funny. Ace of Cups, for all intents and purposes, is new love. It's a new person. 99% of the time, it's a new person. Some of you don't want to hear that. Cross-watchers, I know you don't want to hear that. Maybe this is, if you're a cross-watcher and you guys were friends for a long time, and now you decided to go into the realm of love, that could also be potentially you guys. But here's the thing. This is a Sagittarius reading, so I'm going to read it for Sag. You are getting new love, a fresh new start. But what you make of it is what you will, because that is just an opportunity, because it's an ace, right? But the Knight of Pentacles, and this is what I thought was kind of funny, is you're moving forward slowly and cautiously, just looking around, no flying objects coming your way, no other shoe dropping, but this is why you're going slowly and cautiously. You're also trying to do some homework by doing stocky doodles. That thing I left, how's that thing doing? Was that the right decision? Did I make the right decision? Or you could be trying to do your FBI work on this new individual. See, look at you. You are about to go through the door, the new part of your life. We'll see when I clarify these cards, but this is what it's shaping up to be. And it's making sense because this is after the eclipse. You look like you're moving forward now with your new life. What is the advice here for my Saggies? There's a situation here that's calling for you to be the Queen of Swords. Others of you, if this is literally a Queen of Swords, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Divine Feminine. What do I mean by Divine Feminine? I mean like it could be somebody that's a male, but, you know, has a very strong Divine Feminine. Or a female that has, you know, also very feminine. Anyway, point that like me, I'm a female, but I'm driven by my Divine Masculine. With that said, it's telling you to be rational, logical. It's telling you lift your sword in your advice position. It's telling you cut shit that don't belong to you. If this is another person that's driven by their Divine Feminine, they're fair, they're balanced, they're honest, they're a lawyer, they're a hearer, they are a listener. They give accurate advice based on logic and reasoning. It's a friend, it's a sister, it's somebody. A brother, I don't know. But it's telling you you could also advise with them. But that's what you need to do. Anything else? Shit, look at you with the two queens. You also, if you are a family member, like a parent, mother, father, whatever, you need to be nurturing, loving, kind, caring, and still supply that while you are trying to rationalize a decision. So being these two queens here in your advice, and those of you that are new to my channel, which is the bulk of you, because I don't really do Saggy readings or have done them. Hopefully I could start doing them weekly and add you guys to the roster. Having these two court cards in your advice position, they're in the upright position. So it's telling me if they are people in your world, they're there to advise you and guide you with nurture, but with also foresight and thought. This is also, if this is you, what I was trying to say earlier, if you're new to my channel, you are my queens, whether you're male or female. The kings are my incoming energy. They are male or female. But this is to discern who's who. But because these are in your advice position, this is the first time ever I'm going to consider these as other people in your life. But I still feel like this is the energies you also need to carry, Sagittarius. You are a fire sign. You come from passion. You come from heat. You come from like spontaneity. In this case, it's saying, you know, yeah, put that on the shelf for a hot minute and bring in the air sign and bring in the earthy sign. You need to stabilize, be earthy, nurturing, kind, caring, but also be sharp, but also be witty, but also use your mind to slice and dice, because that's what it's asking you to do, especially if you're a boss. All right? Because I do see that you could be operating from pain. Now, what is the outcome of the week? No, Saggy, no, I don't want to see the devil in your outcome. I don't mind seeing it in your reading. I just don't want to see it in your outcome. Why? Saggy, please do not repeat a pattern. Do not repeat a cycle. The universe always tests us. Yes, you are meant to shed the old. Yes, you are meant to shed the thing that's not working for you. Or yes, you are meant to take a break to see how you can better yourself. But this passionate new beginning is coming from a place of obsession, whether this is you or them. See this wand? This thing is toxic. You are bound here to some kind of lover or some kind of like physical connection because it's obsessive. Somehow this person has locked their teeth onto you, right? But I don't know if you're ghosting them or you're having an affair. You're trying to see something from a different perspective. You don't want to be here. And that's why you're coming out as these two queens in your advice position. Because the devil doesn't do things to us. We do things to us. We sabotage ourselves. We tell ourselves insecure things. We repeat patterns. We date the same people. We get into the same cycles. We have affairs thinking that they're going to turn out well and they don't. This is a narcissist. This is someone toxic. We allow them into our life. Moreover, it's talking about obsession, physical obsession here with someone. Because an Ace of Wands, yeah, it's a passion in the beginning. Yeah, it's a passion project at work. But is it fleeting? I don't know if I like this so much. Be logical, be rational, be nurturing, kind, and caring. This is thinking with, not this way. What is the Four of Cups, please, for my Saggies? I can hear it now. I know, but I can't help myself. Unless that's them. What is the Four of Cups? Person is toxic. I will allow you this fling, but after this, just kidding. Who the fuck am I? Do whatever you want. But this is what the cards are saying. I do want you guys to know I'm joking around a little bit, but I am a serious card reader. I don't sugarcoat things. I want you to also realize that I do this because I care. So consider me your bestie, a friend, a sister, brother, and I'm sitting at the other end of your couch. And this is what I'm saying. Lisa, no. No, I'm just kidding. But whoever this is. Now, this Four of Cups, because it's unrequited love to you, or it's a runner-chaser dynamic, you're having some kind of dialogue with this individual. You're going back and forth with each other. The thing is, and I don't know if it's a thing, this King of Cups, now this is them, because I just told you earlier that the kings are the others. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, it does not have to be. This person rushes in to communicate something with you, all right? And this is what you're going back and forth about. This person, though, they're available for love. They're emotionally mature, and they're emotionally available. They're there, and they're here for it. But for you, I don't know. Maybe you're breadcrumbing them, or they're breadcrumbing you, and this is to keep them around, or they're keeping you around to see where this might go. And I say that because I see the Page of Wands in the next aisle, in the next column. Oh God, look at this, guys. Does that freak you out now? The Page of Wands, the Page of Wands. In the next aisle, the next card. And then there's the Queen of Swords. All right, let me go ahead and shuffle these about. But this person rushes in and says something to you. And you're like, I love you, but I'm here for it. We could be something. And you're now maybe reconsidering or thinking, and now you're saying, okay, like, where could this go? Could it be potential? I don't know. What's this Page of Cups? But maybe you weren't even looking at it, this new love or new person, because you're still dealing with the old thing. But I think as you go towards the end of the month, and funny enough, is because we get into Libra season, enter Venus. This planet does influence our thoughts. Look at this, Six of Wands in reverse. I don't know what you're thinking about in regards to the person you're holding on. You're not getting a win. You're not getting the validation. They're not giving you, and even if you did say something to them, they're not coming back or giving you what you want or what you need. If they're coming back, they're not coming back for the right reasons. What's the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles? This, however, I want you to keep going down this path. Because an Ace of Cups is very different from an Ace of Wands. Oh, here we go. I knew it. I love it. See, the deal is because you're not getting a win here, because this thing from the past isn't working out, I think you decide to go towards this new love. And this new love is somebody that was unrequited. This person over here, dude or dudette, this king. You decide to go forward. You move slowly and cautiously. You're like, all right, let's see where this goes. Now you're starting to see it's a blessing in disguise. Now it's becoming a runner-chaser dynamic. Now you're turning around and saying, wait a minute, maybe there's something here with this new person, right? Because I'm already left out in the cold. I already feel lonely. I was already getting breadcrumbs. What's the difference, right? Or now you're doing that to this person. What was done to you? What are the two queens trying to say in the advice? Start a new chapter. Put this to bed once and for all. I see Aries energy here also, but moreover, it's talking about you need to start bossing up. You need to start creating your empire, your new world, your new life. With nurturing, kind, and caring. This is love and be loved. This is doing it rationally. You see for yourself what it is, Sag. Don't be holding on to that, affair, fling, toxic, third party, whatever the hell that shit was. What's the devil and the Ace of Wands? Clarify. All right. I don't know what you did or what you're doing, but while this crazy is going on for you, obviously you're taking on this new love. Obviously you're dealing with an ex that you might still be into. Clearly you're having a passionate new beginning, but that's toxic, whatever that is. And I think the reason you're doing it is because you're single, or at least in your mind you think you are, even though you're dealing with this new individual. But you've created a burden. Now you're responsible for whoever this is. So you're saying, shit, I feel guilt, I feel regret for leaving them and just doing this. This is your vicious cycle. Maybe you feel bad that you even might have slept with them and now you decided you're not interested and you're leaving them, or you've decided that's all they're going to be for you. There's an expiration date there. Others of you, because I see the guilt and the regret. I should have done this. I should have done that. I should have said this. I should have said that. None of that matters, the woulda, coulda, because that which is meant for you won't pass you by. Others of you, this is the guilt card. Feeling guilty to be single and going off doing your thing. Like really feeling bad, leaving this behind. And it's become such a burden for you. It does come to an end because you start realizing your worth and your value. You do try to see something from a different perspective. Yeah, there's fighting and arguing. But you'll eventually have a heart-to-heart regarding this marriage and this commitment and put it to bed. It's an end. It's a close. Then you will find your inner peace. Okay? But in the interim, all of this fun stuff is happening. Let's see what we're going to talk about in the extended reading for love. Those of you who don't know, the extended readings are in the link below for a single purchase. And then this is also going to be part of the membership in the All Access Pass. It might not necessarily be for you because you're new to the channel. This is probably for the other members. But if you are interested in the extended and you want to see what the extendeds are, I recommend just do the single purchase first. All right, what's going on here for love? And we go into love only. We go into your person, their thoughts, their feelings for you, their actions towards you, what they're going to do. We deep dive on tarot with what the oracles are trying to say. In this case, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give more so love can come with its full energy onto you. And that is over here. So I don't know what you're doing over there. And we will get into that in the extended. Last but not least, we're going to pull one funny card from Spiritual as Fuck. Sorry for the expletives, but that's in the deck. If you don't like expletives, now would be a time to exit. I personally think they're funny. Take them with a grain of salt. I kind of like them. Sagittarius, please. Saggy, please. Sagittarius, please. Thank you. All right, let's see what you got. Courage is knowing it might hurt and doing it anyway. Stupidity is the same. That's why life is so hard. No, seriously. What's the difference between courage and stupidity in your life? A big part of adulting is not crossing the line when your rebelliousness turns into recklessness. Guys, how the fuck did this card know it's for you? I'm going to repeat this shit, okay? A big part of adulting is not crossing the line where your rebelliousness turns into recklessness. The people who ride this line most gracefully usually have a clear eye on their values and a good friend or two who will tell them when they're being a dumbass. If you can't decide if you're being brave or stupid, call a friend. Hint, don't call a dumbass friend. This is funny. Guys, again, take it with a grain of salt. Please do leave me your comments down below. And thank you for tuning in. I will see you guys on the very next one. Members and extended, I'll see you over there.